Suraj Yadav. Today I'm going to give an overview of my task, uh, exploratory data analysis on terrorism. So I have performed some EDA tasks on global terrorism dataset using Tableau, and I will give some overview of the EDA done by me on this dataset. So let's start from uh, the trend by year. So if we see like the number of terrorist activities which happened each year seems to be increasing from 1970 to 1992, and then there is a some drop, and near from 2012 to 2014 there is a sudden growth increase in terrorist activities, and then it seems to be decreasing. Similarly, if you see in the trend graph, it seems the same. Like there is a peak on 1992, and then there is a drop, and after that, from the mid of 2011, it seems to gradually increase to 2014, and there is a drop after that. And the most attacking methods which were used by terrorists seems to be bombing type, and then armed assault, and then assassination, and similarly others. And most of the weapons that were used by terrorists uh, for the terrorist activities were explosives, firearms, and some were unknown, and incendiary, etc. And if we see the types of activities that were done from year basis, so if you see like on each year, it seems like bombing is the major type of attacks, types of terrorist activities that was done. And similarly, on the other one, the weapons which were used seems to be mostly the explosives. So if you see over here, explosives and firearms were on the count were almost similar up to uh, the count were almost similar up to, I think it's up to 2005, and then there is a sudden increase in explosives numbers that were used for terrorist activities each year. And then the number of attacks that were done on the each region, it seems the Middle East has most of the attacks, and then Middle East and North Africa, and then South Asia, and then South America, and similarly others. And in each region, if you see the weapons those were used, most of them were explosives, and then firearms, and similarly others. And similarly, if we see the types of attacks, bombing and explosion seems to be the most attack types that were used for the for each region. And if we also see like Australia seems to have a lesser attack, and then Central Asia, and to the most is Middle East and North Africa. Now, if we see the number of attacks on the global scenario, it seems Iraq seems to have a lot of attacks, and then we have Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, similarly Colombia, Peru, and a bit with lower opacity regions seems to have a bit low count, but uh, Iraq seems to have a lot. And then if we see the target groups, those were who the people who were targeted mostly by those attacks seems to be the private citizens and property were the most, and then military, then army, police, and then governmental sector, business, transportation, etc. And if we see the number of casualties, the people who were injured, killed, wounded, seems to be like the Iraq seems to have almost uh, 200,000 people. Similarly, Afghanistan seems 80,000 people, and India 47,000, Pakistan almost 64 and a half, and similarly others. And if we see the most affected cities who were affected most seem to be the Baghdad, because as we saw over here, like Iraq seems to have a lot of casualties. Then, of course, as Baghdad lies, Baghdad is the capital of Iraq, so it seems that Baghdad is mostly attacked by the terrorists, and then Karachi, and similarly others. And if we see the top attacking groups, top attacking terrorist groups, Taliban seems to be the most higher with higher count, and then Islamic State, and then Signing Path, and similarly others. Thank you for watching. See you.